This is Something Calling, a Lauren Lamb mystery, Book 2, written by Kate Bold, narrated by Caroline. Prologue. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. There was a slight rustling from the other side of the confession booth, but otherwise Jeremy heard no sound. Well, that was all right. Father Frederick was a man of few words, and it wasn't out of the question for him to keep silent unless asked a direct question. Jeremy knew the response anyway, and as long as he trusted that God would help him to know his sins and trust in his mercy, then there was no need for the priest to reply out loud. He took a deep breath and began. Well, it's the usual. Less money this time than before, but I still lied to my wife about it, and I still missed my son's baseball game. It's the only one I've missed so far this season, but, well, I know it's a bad sign. He paused, but there was still no response from the other side. He glanced through the grate and saw the priest's outline, so he was definitely there, but he remained silent. Jeremy took a breath and continued. The crazy thing is that it's not even about the money. I mean, I could win $1 or $1,000, and the rush I get is the same. He chuckled. I mean, I was only out of 50 this time. That's nothing. That doesn't even scratch the surface of what I make in an hour. He glanced guiltily at the grate and softened his voice. Sorry, I'm not trying to brag. I'm only saying that it's not the money that motivates me. It's winning. It's beating the house. Even when the house is just a buddy from work. It's knowing that I'm smarter than... He gestured around. Well, everyone, he chuckled. I guess you know that, right? He glanced back at the grate where he could just make out Father Frederick's face. That's scary, right? I mean, pride is a mortal sin. A haughty spirit goes before a fall, right? I'm afraid that I don't know, opening a door. What do you think? Am I crazy? He fell silent, but once more there was no response from the priest. He frowned. Now that was unusual. Father Frederick might be slow to answer, but he wasn't mute. He genuinely cared about his flock. He was the biggest reason Jeremy had been coming to Mass semi-regularly since moving to New York. Well, it wasn't his spiritual care that Jeremy valued. No, there was something else about Father Frederick that drew Jeremy to him as inexorably as a moth to a flame. He cleared his throat and said, Father, Fred, do you ever think about us? There was no answer. Jeremy took a deep breath and blew it out in a sigh. I know that I promised I wouldn't bring this up again, but... Frederick, I have to know. Is there any chance for us again? No answer. Jeremy felt a rush of almost panicked desperation and calmed himself before saying, I know what the Bible says, Fred, but can it really be wrong? I mean, we're both adults.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?